Ethiopian parliament has passed a dangerous law today while the prime minister claims to be a democrat and he claims to be backing the flourishing of democracy in the country, but the actions are different from the words. Secondly, where is Eskinder Nega, Amhara Fano People's Organization chief? I did a video on Skandar uh, over a week ago. I have an update for you. Well, let's start with the new story about a dangerous law passed by the government. The federal government of Ethiopia, we know, has been dividing opposition parties. It never gave operating space to opposition parties. In the last 6 years, 7 years rather, especially in the last 5 years, opposition just went into hiding. Opposition politicians fled abroad. They were intimidated, they were put in prisons, and they had to flee the country. Opposition party offices were closed, parties were divided. Why? Prosperity Party divided them. We saw PP led uh, effort to divide TPLF. Getachew was backed by federal government. That attempt to some extent failed. ONLF, again, Prosperity Party backed president has been elected, and Abdirman Made has been uh, removed. ONLF has split. Government backed ONLF is being entertained by Nebe election board as the legit party. Government tried to create splits in Oromia region-based parties. So this is what PP's policy is, that it wants to divide opposition parties. As if opposition parties are very strong. Opposition parties are already weak. The opposition politicians not mature. They have not been able to unite to confront PP. They are still living in the past. They are promoting regional ethnic agendas. But still, these regional ethnic parties are a threat. They're seen as a threat by the ruling party. Now, a new law has been passed which will definitely be used against opposition political parties by government. Though Nebe has been empowered through this law, but Nebe, National Election Board of Ethiopia, is a powerless body. It is in the hands of the government. Government tells Nebe to do what it does. Without government's approval, Nebe does not take a step. Now, the Nebe has been authorized today through an amendment to the law that it can now suspend political parties for 5 years. 5 years. 5 years is the term of a prime minister of an assembly in Ethiopia. It means that Nebe can suspend a political party for an entire term of the government of the opposition. Before cancellation, I mean, Nebe can cancel a political party's registration too, like it did to TPLF. It revoked TPLF's registration a few months ago. But this new law now empowers NABE to suspend a party for 5 years, for up to 5 years. And after 5 years, it can cancel the party's registration too. So NABE is already empowered. It can cancel, at the backing of the government, it can cancel a party's registration. Now it can suspend the party too for 5 years. Why is that NABE is being granted so many powers? NABE should be made independent. If Ethiopian government is interested in holding free, fair, transparent election, it should ensure that NABE is not under the influence of the government, that NABE's budget is not restricted, that NABE's officers, commissioners are elected not by government, but by government, opposition, civil society. Everyone should be part of the selection process, that NABE should hold election in a transparent manner. But government is not promoting transparency. Rather, it is empowering NABE. It will use NABE to crush remaining opposition parties. Now, the parties will be suspended for alleged violations of the relevant laws, but it's not difficult to make up violations in Ethiopia. Anyone, any party can be accused of any violation. Dramas can be staged, false flag operations can be done. So this law isn't going to serve democracy. PP and PP allies, they should have spoken about it, but PP is in fact backing this law, but other parties, smaller parties, Nama, then Baronaga's Izima, others, they should have rejected the law. They should have launched a campaign against this amendment. They did not. Secondly, was where is Eskinder Nega, the Amhara Fano People's Organization chief? Around 2 weeks ago, I did a video. I told you that Eskinder Nega was not in Ethiopia. What I had learned back then, I shared with you. I said that Eskinder had been flown out of Ethiopia, maybe by Americans, and he was in talks with the government through mediators. Eskinder and Colonel Fantahun, they met with some Western diplomats a few months ago, though they said the meeting was just a preliminary discussion. When Eskinder met with the foreign diplomats, other Fano groups opposed that move. They accused Eskinder of betraying Fano struggle. So, 2 weeks ago, I told you that Eskinder had been flown out of Ethiopia. It seems he's still abroad. 3 days ago, in Shoa, Makatao held a press briefing. And Makatao is Iskandar's ally. Iskandar's main ally now is Makatao, who's in Shoa. And Makatao released a video of that briefing. He was seen with major Shoa commanders. Iskandar was not seen there. I contacted a few people and they said Iskandar was not there. It seems he has not returned to Ethiopia, or he has returned but is keeping a low key. Can Iskandar-led talks between Fano and government produce any results? Well, Iskandar is not in a position to make decisions unilaterally. Even in AFPO, he could face resistance. He is just relying on Makatao. The day Makatao withdraws support for Iskandar, Iskandar won't be able to survive in Shaw. That is why, though Iskandar definitely has more relations and more reach to international community than Makatao and then most of other Fano commanders, but he is not in a position to make a big breakthrough in efforts to find a peaceful solution to the conflict in Amhara. So, what about you? Once we get information about Skandar's return, about the outcome of talks which he is holding with, let's see. Thanks for watching.